They say when you're surrounded by infinity, make any wish and it will come true. So I'm going to find some infinity. What happened to this world? There's no one left because of you. This is my greatest creation. This is what I'm going to use to save the world. I need 1,000 to make a single pellet, and I need 2 pellets to make that. So I need 2,000, which means I need 2 million pellets. Oh my God, I thought I was almost bloody done. How much have I got? None. I've got 78. Wow. And that's it. Okay, yeah, not quite there yet. Yeah, I think we may have jumped the gun, wall. I don't think I'm quite there yet. Although I suppose that is what the pink generators are for. So how am I doing this? I'm going to have a cable, a computer cable coming around here. And then, probably a line of them here. I think this is going to drain my dye essence really, really quickly. But if it does, then it's going to generate a hell of a lot of power very, very quickly as well. So I think that's okay. 4 pink generators here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So pink thing goes in, power comes out. And then I have 4 ultimate cubes right here. So that is a buffer to make sure that I don't overload the pipes, the cables. I don't quite know how this is going to go. They are all in and out, and the last universal cable. So that is now all cabled in as best as I can. So I need to connect. Exporters to these. 1, 2, 3, 4 exporters. Right about here. And then bring this across. Across one, and then up to meet that one. A pink dye. And now I just go and add this to the exporters, and this should, if I have understood things correctly, I think I want to be here to watch it, so I'm going to remove this cable. What this should do is generate phenomenal quantities of power very, very quickly and burn through all of my dye essence. Is that running? It doesn't appear to be. Why not? Probably because there is no bloody dye essence, no pink in there, and I haven't set it to make pink. So that... Yeah! Always have 64 pink dye in the computer, and now this should be filling up with power in 4 ultimate cubes. It is not... Why not? It says it's generating. Oh, it is. It's just going straight through. Okay. So, there. So that's now getting 11 KFE per tick, as opposed to how much? Are you kidding me? That's producing 10 KFE. And these together are adding 1. Well, okay. That's disappointing. I'm going to be honest. I really, really thought that all of that effort would be worth slightly more than that. Alright, okay. Guess it's still back to solar then. Bloody hell. So how is the polonium doing? It looks like it is producing. Of course, that also doesn't produce at night because it needs solar. But the polonium is going up quite considerably. So polonium production isn't a problem. It's the power production to run the SPS. Well, the solar panels and the energizing rods have turned out well. What other stuff is there in power? There is the phonator, which generates, presumably based on... Didn't I have a phonator? I did. I made a basic phonator. So this is... Yeah, this burns solid fuel. And it goes 20, 80, 200 compared to 20, 60, 100. So it's it does accelerate faster. The blazing, which is about the best I can do at the moment, is 800 FE compared to 200. So a single Fenator is worth 4 solar panels and works as long as I have the coal. There's also the Magmator, which is equal to that. So what is the Magmator? I'm guessing that uses lava. I will check it out. The Magmator. Yeah, so that looks like it destroys lava to generate power, essentially. Do I have a lava production method? There is the Magma Crucible, but that's sort of low. That uses power to generate. That's a good question. If I have a decent enough Magmator, that should generate enough power to run the Magma Crucible, and I could create some sort of like feedback thing, a magmatic circuit, so to speak. Cobblestone, netherrack, and magma blocks can all be turned into lava. I think I'm using magma down here, aren't I? This is magma blocks. So could I set up, where would I do it? I think it would have to be in that building there, which is clear. I could set up a magma, like a magmatic circuit, because the advantage of this is, although it is a pitiful amount of power, 540 FE per tick, is that it? Oh, I thought this was going to overwhelm it, that's why I put bloody ultimate for everything, and it doesn't even slightly do it. But at least it keeps it running all night. So if I have a lava system, I'm just going to try loads of different power systems until I find one that bloody does the job. If I have a lava if I just fill that tower with lava production and usage, and I just dedicate it all to the SPS, the rest of my system is self-sustaining on the solar. That is clearly enough to keep everything I have running. So I just need to worry about the SPS. If I grab another wireless transmitter, nope, wrong way, and then I go and stick it on the end of this, that should allow me to stay connected in that building there as well. So if I just stick that there. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is where I was trying out the bloody mob masher. Why did I thought that was a lift. It's like, oh, a different coloured tile. Yep. No, I'm an idiot. Oh, there's already a big gaping hole here. Perfect. Something definitely exploded there, but if I just pop down here, remove the intermediary one, and then that way I can just jump straight up to here from the ground floor. If I go with a single blazing magmator and I work my way up, so start with just one of these, and I'll see how a single one of these, how many. Because essentially what I want to do here is I want to balance the number of magmators to the number of magma crucibles with the resource production I have. I'm not going to bloody leap in with both feet and overdo it, because that's what I always do, and it sets me back more than it helps. So if I have a magmator and a magma crucible, if I go with 2, I reckon it can definitely handle at least 2. But it's whether the resource production is enough for it. Let's try it on cobblestone, because cobblestone I have in massive quantities, and if I can stabilize it with cobblestone, then that will save me a whole load of faff with the resource intake. And what I do is I have that going out and that going in. So I do need to jumpstart this, but then theoretically it should run, and I have that cube. So set that to output. So theoretically this will generate magma, lava, send it over to the magmator, and actually I could do with a cube below it. So I'll go with an ultimate, as I have access to those, and I want to build this to, like, theoretically this is going to be a massive bloody power generation system. So I don't know how many of these I'm going to be able to support. I have no idea what the balance is like. 200,000 RF to turn 1 cobblestone into 1 bucket of lava. This thing generates 800 per tick. How does that help? Magmator fluids, here we are. So that is 10,000 per 100 millibuckets, so that means it'll be 100,000 per bucket. So that generates 100,000 per bucket, and that needs 200,000. So if it is a 1-to-1, then... oh, there's power in there. I saw power in there. So it does look like it burns it quite quickly, which is good. I want the power generation to be quick. But this generation is very slow. Hang on, if I get... Oh, crap! I've just realised something I did stupid. What I did here, to speed it up, was I put in bloody components in these. And that has thrown the balance off for my entire frickin' copper system, because these ones run considerably faster, which is why there are 9 in there. Damn it! Okay. Well, at least I caught it before it scuppered my entire system. I mean, it didn't damage it that much. It did just mean that it ran those quicker than expected, but that's still... I'm trying to build a balanced system, and components can really throw it off if I put them in some and not in all. Anyway, so if I put components in these, that should speed it up. So it won't reduce the power usage, but it should... Oh, do you want to come in? Come on in. That I don't think it'll reduce the power usage, but it will... well, it gives it 200,000 storage at least, and it might speed it up. Stick the cube in there. Input top, output left. How does that go with generation then? So that burns through it very quickly and produces, I mean, a little escapes. That's probably, yeah, about 100,000, which means it is pretty much a 1-to-1. Good. That is fairly confirmed now, which means it is not producing enough. I mean, admittedly, the cobblestone one is the worst one. That uses 200,000, whereas the netherrack uses less than half, and that uses a fifth. So magma is easily the best, but magma is also the hardest to produce because it requires the magma creams, and that would require me swapping over the blaze rod for the magma cube prediction, which I don't really want to do. So instead, netherrack. How easy is it to produce netherrack? 8 of those is 24. That is pretty easy. How much nether stuff do I have? 2.4k. Alright, I will try that then. Netherrack. Stick one in there. So that's now... It hasn't got it auto-filling. So always have 64 netherrack. Yeah, that's using it. It'll empty it quite quickly until it's completely filled that chest. And then it will slow down to something a bit more manageable. So that is generating a lot of lava that uses the lava. It's actually using the lava slower than the lava is being produced. So it is going to overflow with lava when it is powered by this one, which is good. So that has them both now using netherrack instead of cobblestone. That has halved my essence. So I think I just have one cloche producing it. Yeah, that's the issue here, that I'm going to run out of stuff. Alright, so I'm going to have to set up probably a mini one for nether essence. That's not too bad. I can do that. This is now overflowing with lava. So I need a tank. Output at the top. So that will now give a buffer for the lava. But it is definitely very full. So it is not generating, it's not using the lava quick enough. So before I start adding in a second magmator, I need to make sure I can maintain this, which at the moment I cannot. I need a bridge going across here so that I don't need to go through the dangerous ground level. Here we are. Open it up there, and I do actually get that side entrance here that I was originally planning when I was going to have the spiral. and then open it up here. And I've done it one too far over. To be honest, I don't want it here at all, do I? Because this is the point of the way I built this, is so that I'll have the like energy bank here going into there. So I actually want it here. And then I have this coming across like so. That's really hard to do. Oh, it's so hard to do these bloody bridges across. So I still have that way across there. However, yep, it's going to have to be a 3. Because why would you want to leave part way across like that? That's insanity. What kind of designer are you? I'm sorry, what? How is it missing sand? How do I have no sand? I have a sand generating machine. Oh, because it got blocked up by bloody gravel. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort this, because that's the second time that's been bloody blocked by something. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is... I could probably just add another layer onto this, actually, and use the drawers, the lockable drawers. So I have these here, separate them, and it's just a very basic sorting system, like I did in the other place. How am I getting this slag? Is that from this? Yes, it's going into there because, like there. So I think what's happening is that I run out of sand for whatever reason, and I don't really know how. I think it's because it's turning it all into glass. Yep. So it's running out of sand. It puts gravel in there, which then gets turned into slag, bungs up the whole works. And because that's now bunged up, the gravel gets stuck in there, and it means that the sand gets stuck in there, and the whole system stops working. That's still going. So with this rudimentary sorting system, it will stop the sand from getting bunged up. What was that? Something exploding up there. I guess I didn't light that building up properly. Oh well. Begin! Mass nether production. And that is actually the last one I have here. The black one goes into here. So I'm going to need to come up with some other method now. I think they're going to have to be like a separate tube. I think they're going to have to come in via a separate tube and go into a different row of them. Because the only other alternative I can think of is replace this with like the biggest chest I can make, so probably like a diamond chest, and then have that sorted to go out into another system of them. That's the only other option I can think of. I have 2 millibuckets of antimatter, and it's a quarter of the way through the next one, so that's just been slowly ticking over while I've been faffing around. And how is the lava production going? It's almost capped that out. Alright, so let's get another... Can I make 2 of these? I'll only put 1 at a time. That's the issue with the rods. They take like a little second to power up, and in that little second throws off my timings. So even when they're provided with like infinite power, they just don't quite do it right, you know? Yeah? Did you not? Do you understand, Humorous? No? Alright. Are you stuck behind the bench again? Look, I'm going to remove the bench. Polo. What if I just put a second one next to it? There. So that fills up instantly, and that should now double the usage of this. Okay, it looks like that is going down. Just wait until, yeah, it gets a bump. Alright, I'll keep an eye on that. So it's around 130. Power generation is going up. So what I should do is I should have 2 exports on this power. Or, clever idea, bloody have one of these sending it back, or as many as I need sending it back to keep this thing powered, and the rest go into an output, so I don't actually extract from here, and instead I extract out the front, to go into another cube here. If I have a power cable come out like this, if I have it go up and in here and cut it off from there. Can it output out this way? Yes, it can. And then power comes in here into there. That accepts from underneath. Stop going into that. Alright, so that now has 800 FE more. I mean, to be honest, that's like just that. Just one of those, one blazing of those has equaled bloody 4 of these and exceeded it. So I'm gonna... Oops. Wow, I broke that through 2 cubes. Alright, no more pinks, because they're just not worth the faff, really. How's this doing? Alright, that is now using more lava than it is producing, so I can increase the lava production. Oh no! I'm trying to work! Let's see if I can quickly finish this off. I've realised the problem with using ordinary chests here. Oh, God, I can feel that. Give me 3 copper chests quickly. Thank you. Oh, bloody hell. Well, it's fine, I'll clean it up in a sec. Oh, I don't have time for this. There, and there. Yes. Loads of nether rack, sure. So they're now set up. They all export lava. So that's doubled that. Right, I need to get out of here. I can feel it. I'm hearing distant explosions. It's making me worried that something's assaulting my base right now. There's another. If I go up and find there are bloody 5 new holes in my house, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. That was a pointless night. I spent that entire night filling in just some random canyon underground just because mindless work that I can just invest my effort into. It seems to be one of the best ways to distract myself from the bloody red thoughts in my head. Either complex work or dumb work. As long as I'm doing something that's non-violent and feels like something I want to do, that's the only way I can get through it. Oh my... Come on! That looks like that's the only one, but it looks like bloody 2 things exploded here. I heard at least 3 explosions. Why would they blow up here? I think, yeah, they took out a sign as well. Whose was it? Darsh's. Yeah, that makes sense. The number of signs on my wall is slowly going up. Oh my, there are loads of zombies. Oh, of course, Blood Moon. Yep, that's what happens. Are there any in here? Oh, I really like your helmet. Now, where was I? That might have stabilized now? Doubling up? I mean, technically doubling up should overdo it again, because 2 of these was more than 1 of these could handle, so 4 of these should be more than 2 of these can handle. So now that seems pretty stable, how am I doing on nether essence? Almost out of it. Great. That's not stable at all then, is it? Wait, I hear that. Oh, they're in my back garden again. Uh-huh. Are you the guys who bombed me? Hmm? Go on. Go on. Yeah. You're hurting yourself more than you're hurting me. Look, I think we should have a conversation. Because I'm sick of you guys bombing me. And I don't think this is necessary. So, I think if you just leave me alone, I won't hurt you again. No? Didn't think so. I really hope that the others didn't see that through the bloody window and then report it back. Because there aren't any more of them here that I can see or hear. Shut up. Then again, do they report things? Who are they reporting to? I mean, I assume they are scouting parties, but 13 of them. 24 resonant components to upgrade this to maximize my nether production. All 4 magma crucibles have the resonant upgrade as well. So how are we doing? It's not quite generating enough. Or maybe it is now that I've upgraded these to resonant. To be honest, the power generation isn't enough now. It's going down with 4 of these. Ah, that's why the calculations are off, because it is now generating more power. So if I put in a 3rd blazing magmator, 2 of them going into that is increasing that and increasing that. So good. I'm guessing that it's a straight jump. Yeah, it is. Or is it? Because it says here that it's still at 10,000 FE per 100 millibuckets. But yet that says that generates 800 and that one generates 2k. So, like, what do I believe here? I don't understand this. Alright, well that's the magmator. There's got to be another easier way of doing this.